I told myself I would in the summer, but I never got around to it. I wish I would. I go in there and shoot some because obviously both got access, but no, I never. Really, the only time we went in there was in the spring. Me, Bo, and Luke would go play. Came to court 1v1.
I gotta ask this, which is totally unrelated to regular press conference stuff, but do you guys have different teams in your course so you can elevate the competitive stuff?
We were all Panthers fans growing up besides Bo. All of us were Panthers fans. Then ever since Cam Newton left, I've kind of just fallen off. And, we were really all just going to the Panthers games and being Panthers fans. But since now, we've kind of, just separated and just find a player. Yeah, Commanders, yeah. That's probably the biggest team I'm a fan of right now. Exactly.
I hate to be the one to interrupt the fun. That's usually not my role. I wanted to ask you about the individual drill you mentioned the other night after the game. Mac was talking about it a little bit yesterday, and you were mentioning how intense it is.
Yeah.
When the big time reporter asked you about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But could you just describe it for us? We don't know what that is. What do you do, and why is it so beneficial to you?
Yeah, so it really, Coach Christian, it'd be better if he could actually do stuff with us. So the thing is that he's just got to kind of watch and kind of orchestrate it. So he's just kind of over there on the side watching, which is the bummer part. But he kind of tells Coach Lindsey he's over there smirking on the side because Coach Lindsey, we're jumping over hurdles. We're dodging big yoga balls. We're doing the whole 9 yards. More of it is really just getting on some throwing the run drills, and right after that we'll go into the big bag drills we call it, which we're moving and shuffling in the pocket versus like through a wave. It's kind of a wave drill, and the next we're going the hurdles, and we're going back over the hurdles, and we're going back. So just a whole lot of different stuff that it's really just good stuff. It kind of gets your day started, and really from there it kind of feels like the rest of practice just kind of coasting back there in the pocket because a lot of that stuff is really you're moving on the move, and then some of that translates into the game. So.
Mac mentioned that it maybe, some of that work maybe has helped you through the first 5 games, not drifting to a sack.
Yeah.
Maybe how you might have been. Do you think that's just...
For sure. I think I drifted more last year. I think I still drifted, I'm drifting less, but at times I still think I did. So Saturday, I won the Tez. We had him open on maybe the first or second drive. I threw it in the end zone and missed him. I think I missed him. I drifted a little bit into that one. Other than that, trying to do a better job. Still one of those things that's kind of my play style. I kind of like to be, on the move and not. I wouldn't say I'm still calm in the pocket, but a little bit antsy back there, ready to move or dodge somebody. So just kind of, still having to deal with that, but at the same time, keeping the same mentality, making plays and being able to. Yeah, we're usually it can be depending on the practice. Tuesday, like today, it's 15 minutes, so 15 minutes straight. Yeah, nonstop. He'll give us the last minute or so. He calls it a washout. We get to just drink some water or something and rest up for team periods. But really, it's about 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes individual. Then we'll go with the running backs for a little bit for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to the routes on air. And then from straight there, we're going to team. So I know that guy thought I was crazy when I said I was a little bit winded, but no, I think that's how it should be. I think he even used to mention that Tom Brady used to like it when they did it because he felt like he got his feet moving and he got he showed me exact same drills that they ran in Tampa on film, watching them, and it's pretty cool that we're doing some of the same stuff.
Where are you right now with respect to game management? And I ask that knowing you have Freddie and Clyde and your NFL guys, and maybe managing the game a little bit more like an NFL quarterback as far as taking certain things instead of trying to make throws maybe you would have made last year.
Yeah, exactly. That's huge. I think they're great at just kind of, like I said, taking the check down. You never go broke taking a profit. And they always, they're big on their guys. Especially Coach Kitchens, the tight ends, not doing the right thing and coaching them hard. But at the same time, they'll give little pieces of advice here and there, whether it's leadership wise or on the field wise, that go a long way. And they're great minds, and they've really done a great job of they've coached great quarterbacks, and Coach Kitchens played quarterback, and obviously Clyde's and played quarterback as well, and he's coached the best of them. So Coach Christian and Coach Kitchen, they've been awesome addition, along with Coach Lindsey. They've got a lot of minds, and I think the best thing about it is they're all not trying to coach me like I'm the one they're coaching. They're all they may throw a soundbite here or soundbite there, and really letting Coach Lindsey be the main coach. That's a big deal.
I think it was the second quarter the other night. I think you threw a British.
Absolutely.
First
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
when you said
there
that.
was a lot of stuff going on there, but
Yeah.
Is that an example?
I think that's exactly an example. I think 2 or 3 times I checked it down, and I think the running backs, one time at the end of the second half, and Amarion got like 13 or 14 yards on a check down, and we almost went for it on 4th down. Another time I checked it out to Amarion on the right side, going towards the student section. He got like 7 or 8 yards in the red zone. And also I think I took maybe one time on 3rd down, I had Nate down over to the left. I could have checked it down to him. I think it was like a 3rd and 9 going towards the blue zone. He was open on a little option route to the left. I think I could have found him. He maybe just get 6 or 7 or who knows, break a tackle and get 9 or 10. So just trying to get that mindset going of these guys. That's what they do. They catch the football and make plays. So kind of get out of my hand and not always trying to make play with my feet.
How easy of a transition has it been in practice with Tez being back in there? Not just because of his abilities, but during the spring and fall, you planned on him being there. I know last week you found out 2 days before that he was going to play, but this week in practice, has it been an easy transition now?
Yeah. Oh, he makes it look smooth. We got a lot of work, after practice still, even when he was, ineligible, and just kind of getting him back into the groove and getting him in there and having him and JJ and those outside guys bounce, playing different spots and adjusting to the news, having Tez back, for full. And, we've got a lot of reps with Tez in the spring, and I feel like we haven't lost anything over the summer and even into the fall, when the season came. I feel like we haven't lost anything. And him and Marcus over there, they went at it all spring, and I feel like he did a great job of getting Marcus better, and Marcus the same with Tez. So, just kind of the same mentality of all that work in the spring is coming to pay off.
Yeah, just to go off of that, when you have guys like, let's say JJ and Kobe doing what they did before Tez and Nate came back, you get those guys back. Even you have a guy like, Nesbitt had 5 catches the other day.
Yeah.
Is there a balance you have to strike to, who you're kind of getting the ball in games, or just a matter of whoever's open is just open? Yeah,
I think that's the best thing about this offense. Just trying to take what the defense gives us, or whoever's open. That's the way I try to play. And sometimes some teams get in trouble with trying to feed guys a certain amount of touches, but at the same time you want to get those guys. The guys that are making plays like Nate and Tez and JJ. Like I said, we got a lot of guys making plays, so just trying to find the right play and make the right decision.
How hard was it that you didn't have first-team reps with Tez for the last 3 weeks, and how much of a difference will it be for the next game?
Yeah, I think it'll be huge. Obviously, I think I don't feel like he missed a beat out there. I think maybe one throw I had to him. I think we had some underneath passes, some hitches there off him. But I think the one throw in the end zone that I missed, and that's just me. Got to make a play. Got to make a better throw. But I don't feel like Tez really missed a beat. I think maybe one play. I thought he had I think I ended up taking a sack down there, and then we were backed up. I don't know if y'all remember, and I ended up looking his way, and I pump faked him, and he ended up running a route that I thought, a different route than I thought. And that's just being on the same page, and like you said, not getting first-team reps, and just stuff like that happens. And you just got to manage the negative plays and not turn into bigger negatives.
Did you get to see the end of the Miami Georgia Tech game on Saturday night? Like after you got home, did you get to see the end of it?
I turned it off. Once actually the last time that Miami got the ball and they were running it out, I turned it off, and next thing you know, you see it popping up and on social media, and some of the guys texting. Just a heartbreaking way to lose, and just that stuff's important. That's the little things in football that's important. The games management, time management stuff, and I think Coach Lindsey's got that on the back of his play call sheet. How many timeouts can you need it out, and how many timeouts can they have, and stuff like that. And so that stuff that goes to show how important the little things are.
Do you think people might be underrating Miami just because of how they lost, forgetting that they're still pretty good?
Yeah, I don't know if underrated is the word, but that's a good question. I think they're really talented. I just watching them on defense, they're flying around. And obviously, I know Tyler Van Dyke pretty well. He's a good dude. He can make plays, and he throws. He's a great quarterback. So we're gonna have our hands full. We got to bring it. They got some great young talent on defense. I think they've played well. They beat Texas A&M by a pretty good margin, and I feel like watching the Georgia Tech film, they play well defensively. Had 2 interceptions. So they're.
I was going to ask you, you had a tough loss in Georgia Tech last year. How hard is that to overcome and really get up for the next game? Is it hard for you and for the team, or not?
Yeah, that's Coach Brown does a great job of trying to enforce don't let a team beat you twice, and that's a tough mentality in college football. I think the big thing is with a team like that's undefeated like Miami, and a team that we were 9-1 last year going into Georgia Tech. It kind of puts a damper on your season. So Yeah, it's just a type of thing where you gotta try extra hard, or put some extra work in, or watch some extra film to try to get over that hump. But at the same time, it's one of those things that Coach Brown still talks about to this day. So it's one of those things that kind of lingers, and just as a human being, like you said, it's kind of tough to get over.
Max said
Got time for two more.
Max said yesterday that he thought maybe Josh was targeted too much late last year. How is that room different now with the breadth of options that you have, especially now that Tez is back, where if you don't, you're not going to have to focus on one or two
Yeah.
receivers. You've got a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I think it makes it tough on the defense. That's the biggest thing. They can't, sit and cloud over an outside receiver or bracket inside receiver. They can, they have to, take everybody and look at everybody and look at the personnel and treat everybody with respect. And that's the best thing we got going. We got a lot of guys making plays, and Josh was one of the best at them last year. And I feel like we could have still, my part of trying to get him the rock, trying to get the best guy the ball in his hands. So sometimes you can't take that away. But one of the best instances from Tez is, I think, y'all probably saw the clip of him streaking open on a kind of a crossing route towards the blue zone, and I ended up throwing it to Nate, who had the backside post, and Tez turns back and puts his hands up for touchdown, and I end up overthrowing Nate a little bit. He has to get dive for it and gets tackled at the one, but that just goes to show those guys are cheering for each other in that room. They're not, being selfish over catches or touches or who's getting the touchdown. They're all cheering for each other.
On that play specifically, was that just the easier throws, Nate? Is that why? Because you had both guys.
Yeah, I probably should end up throwing Tez. Yeah, it's kind of a just a moving kind of. I had maybe a little bit of pressure with Kamari there. We had a split flow protection, but at the end of the day, Tez was streaking open. I saw the backside safety get eyes on me, but Tez ran right by him. So.
Drake, how excited are you guys? You got a primetime home game coming up here with the excitement around this team and everything. So what kind of excitement are you going to feel, you and your teammates, Saturday night? Primetime here at home.
Yeah, I'm hoping for one of the great night in Keenan. I'm challenging the fans to come out. They've done a great job so far this season. A night game against a ranked opponent. A ranked matchup. We're number 12 in the country. They're top 25. So what more can you ask for in Carolina football? So let's bring some energy and let's go out and have some fun Saturday night.
Drake, Mac was saying yesterday to us that he said, and I think to the coaches and staff meeting, one thing to remember is, yes, we're 5-0, but the story of this team is still being written.
Yeah.
And you obviously want to write a lot of chapters to this thing.
For sure.
Do you think that's an important reminder that obviously you're off to a great start, but the story's still being written? Is that something important to keep in mind for you guys?
100%. Yeah, he reiterated that this morning in the team meeting. Kind of the story is still, being written and kind of unfolding. So, it's our job to kind of leave a legacy, be remembered here. Not as just a football team, but also as people. How we're handling the success, and not let it kind of fiddle off and let it beat us. So I think the team's got good energy and thought it was a good day of practice. So just looking forward to get back after it.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.